Hello and welcome to our Year with the Ears, our daily vlog where we relive our year living in the Walt Disney World resorts in 2019. Today is day 101.
We woke up this morning to a very exciting email. Yesterday we booked a lot of different rooms, but the very first ones we booked were in the morning when Disney Vacation Club opened up booking for the brand new Riviera Resort using points. Our add-on contract had come through and we used those points to book the first 2 nights they're open in a tower studio, which means we can cancel that cash booking that we had. And we were able to get 2 nights later for 1 night in a deluxe studio, meaning there was a 1 night gap in between the tower studio and the deluxe studio because we were trying to get 2 nights in each. When the room is not available that you want with Disney Vacation Club, you can put in a waitlist request, which basically says as soon as someone cancels this room, they will book it on your behalf so that you can get the room that you're looking for. Somehow, overnight, someone must have canceled one of their studios that they had for that 3rd night that the resort was open. Thankfully. So it came through and we now have 4 nights straight in 2 different room categories at Disney's Riviera Resort when they open. Very excited about that because it means the points we spent money on were not in vain and we can now cancel both of our cash reservations, which saves us a lot of money. After going through and double checking some of the other reservations we made and putting them into our big spreadsheet that we're using, I did have a lot of work to do this morning for my clients in the marketing agency, so basically spent the entire morning here at Coronado Springs using that really nice desk that they have in the room to catch up on some work and had a couple calls with my clients.
After spending a few hours working, that afternoon we headed to Hollywood Studios. We had 2 reasons for doing this. The first being we wanted to go see Lightning McQueen's Racing Academy again because while we do have the 360 video of it, we wanted to make sure we had pictures that we could post on social media talking about how amazing this is. We both really enjoy the show and think it's awesome for families, but it kind of didn't get as much attention as a lot of the other rides and shows that open up. So we wanted to share about it and make sure people don't miss it because it's a great opportunity for families to go sit down in the air conditioning and watch a really entertaining show that's fun and lighthearted. And again, you get to sit down in the air conditioning and that's important.
Very big difference here in Florida. And the second reason we wanted to go to Hollywood Studios was actually I wanted to go to Hollywood Studios because I have just finished that Star Wars race weekend and I have all these medals. I have 6 different medals from the races. I've got my 5K, my 10K, my half marathon, the Rival Run Challenge, which is the half and the 10K, the virtual half marathon, and then the Kessel Run Challenge, which is the half, 10K, and virtual half. All those medals are Star Wars themed, and I thought it would be really cool, since Galaxy's Edge isn't open, to go and take pictures at Star Tours with my medals. So we went over there right by the Backlot Express. There was this railing, and I figured out that I could hang my medals from the railing and get really cool pictures with the AT-AT walker behind it, right there by where the Jedi Training is for the kids. So I had a lot of fun taking pictures of my medals here and kind of setting them up in a way that I could have pictures to remember forever.
He actually spent a decent amount of time setting up these pictures because he was really proud of these medals, and he should be. He worked really hard for them. I was very proud of him. After we got those pictures, it was time for the Jedi Training, and we decided to stick around and just watch it because it's honestly been a while since we have. And we actually got some really amazing pictures of the characters when they came out. And it was a lot of fun, especially at the point when the Jedi goes, "Ready?" And all the little kids put their lightsabers up and all the parents put their phones up. It was like simultaneous everywhere in the crowd. It was hilarious. We had all these great pictures pretty much the whole time. And then you see exactly at that moment, there's like phones all in our pictures. We were like, oh, well, I guess that was ready for the parents, not for the kids.
Right, exactly. Once that show was over, we started walking over. We're planning to go to Epcot. We're going to take the long way. We're going to walk over there. It is a little bit warm outside, though, so we stopped first at ABC Commissary and got ourselves a lemonade slushie and a cup of water. Drank that there at the commissary before we decided to set out on this walk because it is going to be, a good 20-minute walk over to Epcot from here.
Once we made it into the park, we did go check out the EGGstravaganza scavenger hunt. We wanted to see what the prize was because, that's always important to us. As much as we enjoy doing them and sharing how much they are and everything about it, we also want to enjoy the prize too because we're children at heart, so that's just how it is. And we did find out they were little Easter eggs with different characters, and inside was a prize. The cast member would not give away what the prize was, though. Stinker. And so they're like, you're going to have to do it to find out. I'm like, all right, I'm okay with that. It looked like some dark clouds were coming, and so we were a little concerned that we'd end up making it like just for a few and then suddenly get rained on in the middle of Epcot. And Epcot does not have a lot of shelter. And if you're stuck in World Showcase with no shelter, it is not fun and really difficult to prove that you did the Easter egg hunt when the stickers are wet and so is your paper. So we decided to buy the map to force us to come back to make sure we do it. But then we actually made our way over to the America Gardens Theater because we wanted to watch the Garden Rocks concert series. Tonight is John Michael Montgomery, and we really enjoy some of his songs. They're really sweet, and they're love songs, and they're pretty. So we wanted to head over there and make sure we were under shelter just in case the rain did come. We made it for his very first showing at 6:30, and of course everyone cheered, and he did sing his iconic songs. Those are always such great songs that everyone sings along to. And I will say it was pretty epic to get to see John Michael Montgomery with his American flag guitar, his cowboy hat, and his Mickey t-shirt. That was like an epic thing to see.
And we did live stream it on Facebook, but we had some major issues with Facebook. I don't know if it's because the storm's rolling in or what's going on, but whatever happened, that live stream actually disappeared after it was over. So we did have people watching live, and then it was gone. So we don't know whatever happened to the video, but it's gone. So the clips that you got to see were from Alyssa's phone, and we have no idea where the live stream went. Once the show was over, we were hungry, so we headed over to try something we actually have never had before. We went to Italy, to the pizza window there by Via Napoli. Now, Via Napoli is one of our favorite restaurants for Italian food, especially the pizza there. So we were pretty excited to get pizza from the pizza window. But it turns out the pizza there is not the same pizza that's inside of the table service restaurant. We just didn't know that at the time. We also got a slushie. The slushie was really good. We very much enjoyed that. But the pizza was not very good at all. It just had basically no flavor except for the pepperonis, which, I mean, pepperonis are good and everything, but I kind of expected the pizza to taste like something. It was just like bread, and you didn't even really taste the cheese. It was really bizarre because normally you taste like some oregano and the sauce. Like, no, there was just nothing. It was like eating nothing. It was very
surprising for being an Italian place. And we've had a lot of pizza on property. That's probably the number one thing we had throughout the year. We've had it at the resorts. We've had it in the parks. This was the worst pizza we've had. And that's really impressive because Disney does a really good job, I feel like, with their pizza. Not that it's going to be the most amazing pizza you've ever had, but I still think it's really good. And so we expected a lot, and I guess we had our hopes really high. I guess that's what happened, but it was not good.
Yeah, I think Via Napoli got our hopes up because we're like, yeah, Via Napoli, really good. Didn't realize it's not at all the same type of pizza. It's very different. And yeah, we have not gone back to the pizza window because it just was not impressive at all. We started heading up towards the front of the park, but I did have an ulterior motive for coming to Epcot today, and that is because they are releasing the other half of the Flower and Garden merchandise for pass holders. When the festival first started, they had some pass holder merchandise, like a couple of the mugs that we mentioned that look like flower pots. They're really cute. They were awesome. But they didn't release all the pass holder merchandise. They kept back 2 other mugs and a couple shirts and different things to release later. And today is the day that that's coming out. I had it marked in the calendar because I'm going to be there for it because we bought 2 of the original mugs. We've got to get the other 2 to go with it. And I want to see what other pins and things are coming out with too.
We went to the Odyssey to see all the displays there and all the different shirts and hats and everything they came out with. And we did buy those other 2 mugs, so we do have the complete collection. Still one of our favorite things we bought throughout this year because we love them so much. It was something we both enjoyed, and we did store them in the car in the back seat so that they wouldn't get broken. We headed back to Coronado Springs, and I had looked at the schedule of the activities, and Brother Bear was playing tonight. I did not want to miss this movie because this is a childhood favorite, something my brothers and I would always agree on. So I definitely wanted to see this movie and just enjoy seeing Movie Under the Stars tonight by the pool. It was a really cool night because we thought it was going to rain. Thankfully it didn't pour or anything. There was just a little bit of rain. And so it was actually nice and cool. We got to enjoy the movie, watch the whole thing. And then we made our way up to the front because there was a treat we wanted and we felt like we deserved one after that pizza. And so we went up and got some gelato from the food court.
Yeah, so the answer to having really bad pizza is just eating lots of ice cream. I like that solution.
Happy.
You know what? This food wasn't very good. I shall eat ice cream now. That's a good
Problem
solution.
solved.
I like it. After we finished our ice cream, we did head back to the room, and that was the end of our day today. So we will see you tomorrow
For our year with the ears.